you'll incorporate the highlights after.
Hello and welcome back to SeahawkTalk. I'm Kiely, Callahan, and I'm here with my co-host Jeremy Gutierrez. I'm currently a senior English communications major here, as well as a goalie on the women's lacrosse team.
And I am a communications as well, and I'm a senior as well. I'm part of the men's baseball team here at Salve Regina, and I'm a pitcher. So without getting into further ado, let's talk about our fall and winter sports. Our fall sports have already come to an end. If you would like to see a recap of those sports, you can tune into last week's episode of Seahawk Talk. So let's get into winter sports. We had men's hockey with a 4-3 win over Nichols College. Senior captain George Sennett scored 2 goals, helping out the Seahawks to come on top. Goals were also scored by Seth Benson and Mitch Walensky. The game was on a Saturday evening, and Salve's record is now 2-2. The next game will be away at Wentworth.
For women's ice hockey, they had an exciting win over Nichols College, and Nicole Schneiders had the equalizer goal, assisted by Bryn Mendez, making it 1-1 in the second period. And then junior Maddie Cox hit the game-winning goal, making it 2-1. That was assisted by Tori Amaral, and that was with about 8 minutes left in the third period. This was the women's ice hockey team's first win this season, making them 1-4, and they face Assumption on Friday the 19th. And for women's basketball, they fell to Emmanuel College earlier this week, 60-76. It's a tough-fought game. Brianna Neary and Megan Hennigan both had double-doubles this game. And then last night, the Seahawks took on another loss against Sage College, 83-72. Neary finished with a career-high 23 points, along with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. So a big show out there for Neary. And freshmen Allie Rourke and Amanda Folan both had 12 points each, and they are now 1-2 on the season. Their next game is Wednesday at home against UMass Dartmouth.
So let's kick it off with men's basketball. They had a win their last game, 78-70. This was against Babson College at Babson's home, my apologies. Mikey Spencer actually led the team in scoring with 28 points and 9 rebounds. He was just 1 point away from a double-double. His teammate, in fact, Kevin Kelly, did have a double-double. He had 15 points and 11 rebounds, along with Cameron Collins, who posted 17 points and 8 rebounds. Definitely a strong showing from the core 3 out of Salve Regina's starting lineup. The Seahawks basketball team is now 1-2 on the season, and they face off against Coast Guard at home tomorrow, the 16th at 7 p.m. Tomorrow will be a home game. I will actually be on the call with my partner Jackson Byron. We will both be on the call approaching Mikey Spencer and Kevin Kelly's 1,000 career point game. They're both 10 points and 15 points away from their 1,000th point, so we'll be looking forward to that one. All right, and that's it. That wraps up our fall sports, so we'll just take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back at it.
welcome back. Today's guest, for our first guest, we have Tyler Benjamin, who graduated in 2020. He's a part of the basketball team here at Salve, and now he's playing overseas in the UK. Welcome, Tyler. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. I guess to start off, tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you first start playing basketball?
So I've been playing basketball since I was little, since probably the fourth or fifth grade is when I first started playing organized. And ever since then, I fell in love with it and kind of knew that was a sport I wanted to continue playing as long as I could. And so now here we are, so many other, 15 years later, something like that. Were we 10, 11, and fourth, fifth grade? So still playing. Trying to squeeze every last ounce of my playing career as I can.
Awesome. So I see you're wearing your Salve sweatshirt. How
Yep.
did your time at Salve have an impact on your game?
It definitely had a big impact. I wasn't the most confident kid coming into college. And Salve actually wasn't even my first school. I went to Wentworth first. Things didn't work out there. Ended up at Salve, and I think playing under Coach Foster definitely helped my growth as a player, just confidence-wise, and which allowed me to play, have my best year as a senior. So it definitely helped shape my game a lot in terms of that aspect.
Awesome. And do you have a favorite memory at Salve, maybe from basketball or outside of basketball?
Favorite memory at Salve, basketball related, it would probably have to be my senior night. Obviously, having a career high against my former team, it was a big moment with my parents in the crowd too. And my dad moved away when I went to college, so couldn't come to a lot of my games throughout my career, but to have that kind of game in front of my parents for senior night, that was a special moment for basketball related. And then outside of basketball, it's just the bonds I created with my teammates, some of my roommates that I live with that we're still really good friends now. So those are some of the things that I really took away from being there.
Awesome. So now let's change gears and talk about the UK. So when did you end up, or how did you decide up playing for the UK overseas? What made you make that decision?
So I've always had the goal or the dream of playing overseas since I first started college. Once COVID, because my last year was right when COVID hit, and right when COVID hit, I kind of was kind of stuck. I didn't know if I was going to continue playing. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for a career. I had my master's in business, but wasn't sure where I wanted to really take that. And my girlfriend, Allison Asalonis, who was also a former Seahawk, she kind of pushed me in the direction of strength and conditioning, because I'm always in the gym outside of basketball, always in the weight room doing extra stuff, even without coaches telling me. My mom grew up as a personal trainer, close family friend, owns a gym, always grew up in that setting. And it kind of just made sense to me. I love it. And since COVID hit, I've literally just been picking up every book I can on strength and conditioning or exercise science, just trying to learn as much as I can. And then actually my Allison ended up connecting me with this organization called Play Overseas. And they pretty much reach out to any college senior in the U.S. and for any sport, not just basketball, for any sport, and kind of try to connect you with coaches, basketball coaches overseas, so you can get your master's and continue playing. And so the school I'm at now, the University of Brighton, in South UK, was a school that ended up reaching out to me, had a good connection with the coach. We had constant communication throughout the late winter, early spring, and ultimately decided that thought it was the best opportunity for me to continue my education in something that I'm passionate about in terms of my career, and then also give me the opportunity to continue playing basketball. So just a cherry on top of that one.
Awesome. And what was the change like going from playing in the America to the UK? Did you notice a difference in like the change of pace of the game or anything like that?
It's definitely more physical over here. The refs don't call as much. Players are up on you a lot more, or actually, not that they're more up on you, but it's less. The refs don't call as much, so you can't get away with some of the things you might be able to get away with in the U.S. But other than that, nothing. Everything's pretty much the same. I feel like playing college basketball definitely prepared me, or playing under Coach Foster definitely prepared me for being over here.
Okay, yeah. So this will be our final question for you. What has been your favorite part about playing overseas in Europe, on and off the court? Are there any cool incentives that we don't know about?
For me, it just because I'm playing for both my university team, and then I'm also playing for a national league team. So playing for one of the national league teams is been a cool experience. Get to play a more wider scope of teams that I might not have played with just my university team. And it's the league. The national league is technically a semi-pro league. I mean, not every players get paid or get paid the same amount or whatnot, but it could be a stepping stone if I play well here. If I decide I maybe want to still play afterwards, it could be one of those stepping stones for me. Again, have to do well still, have to show up and play every game, but yeah, so.
Awesome. And real quickly before we wrap up, I'm not sure if you're following, but Mikey Spencer and Kevin Kiely are coming up on their 1,000th career points each.
Yep.
What was it like playing with them? Do you have any good memories with them?
Oh yeah, just Kevin Kiely. I love playing with Kevin Kiely. He's one of the best playmakers I've played with. He just has a knack for getting himself a bucket, but also when he really wants to, he can find his teammates very well. I love that aspect of playing with him. And then Mikey, he could shoot the lights out with the basketball, and he's definitely one of my favorite teammates also to play with. Very very crafty with the ball, could score. So yeah, it was definitely fun to play with them, and I do hope that both of them could get in the same game, because that's a cool accomplishment for both of them to achieve as individuals, and then as teammates on the same, doing it together, and then hopefully they can get the dub as well.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Kim Dunn.
Thank you, guys.
back, Seahawks, from the break. We are here in the studio with Kim Dunn and Cassidy Lerviere. They're both senior hockey captains. So welcome, guys. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, my name's Kimberly Dunn. I'm from Quincy, Massachusetts, and I'm a nursing major. Obviously on the hockey team, and I'm also on the lacrosse team.
My name is Cassidy Lerviere. I'm a senior captain on the ice hockey team. I'm a bio major with a neuroscience minor. I'm just happy to be here.
Awesome. So would you guys be able to tell, or when did you guys start first playing hockey?
I started skating when I was like 5. I did a lot of like learn to skate and stuff. And then I got right on the ice in like first grade with like mini mites, which are pretty similar for you.
I actually started in the 8th grade, right before high school. I picked it up pretty quickly though. And I played in a lot of travel league teams, and then I went to prep school at Cushing Academy. So.
It's interesting. So how has Salve helped you grow as an athlete and as a player?
Just like the small knit, like tight knit community really helped me just become comfortable and kind of like grow into the player and person I am. And it always gave me someone to turn to like whenever something happened or needed anything. So that was also huge.
For me, the biggest thing helped me like time manage my like classes and seeing my friends and like taking care of myself. Like it becomes a lot in the beginning of the year, especially freshman year for me. I had an injury, so it took a toll on how much time I had to myself, and I was able to like balance that a lot easier with my teammates.
Awesome. And for Kim also plays lacrosse with me, and so I was wondering, what's it like being a dual sport athlete along with being a nursing major? That's a lot to do in school. So how's that?
It is a lot, but I feel like it keeps me kind of in line. Like it makes me, like Cass was saying before, like it really like makes me manage my time, and like I know that I have to do homework on the bus, or like I have to study instead of like doing something else with my friends that night or something. So it really does help me with my time management, and it's also fun because I feel like my entire life I've always had to like go to practice or something, like so it would feel really weird like not having to go to practice.
So this next question would apply to both of you. What's your favorite memory in either hockey or, in your case, lacrosse?
I think my favorite hockey memory would definitely be when we beat Becker in our sophomore year, our play-ins into playoffs. It was like double overtime. We scored with like a couple seconds left. It was pretty sick.
My favorite memory is probably from freshman year, William Smith. We did an overnight. That was our first overnight with the team. I think that's where I really bonded with a lot of my teammates and made a statement for myself. But the overnight experience was like a lot of fun for me.
Awesome. And so, to the last question, what are your guys' hopes for the rest of the season?
I hope that we really turn a new leaf on like not just the program itself, but the team. And I really hope we get some wins under our belt, which is something we were able to do this weekend. So that was really big.
With our new coach, we have a lot in store, and hopefully with 22 more games, we have a lot to prove. So.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the season. Thank you for joining us. And we'll head to a break.
And keep on skating. welcome back from break, and that'll about do it for this week on Seahawk Talk Season 4, Episode 2. Thank you for both of our wonderful guests for joining us today, and thank you so much to everyone out there watching us as well. We hope to see you next week for our show at the same time and day, Mondays at 5 p.m. All right, so that'll do it for myself, Jeremy Gutierrez, and my co-host, Kiely Callahan. We are signing off. And keep on flying, Wizards. I mean, Seahawks.